we're asked which expressions are equivalent to 3 to the negative 8th power over 3 to the negative 4th power. So there's a couple of ways that we could approach this, but one you might consider is to rewrite this expression using only positive exponents. And that can be easily done if we take the original expression given and simply write the reciprocal and just change the values of the exponents so that they're positive. In other words, it would look like this. It would be 3 to the 4th over 3 to the 8th. And then we can simplify from this point, knowing that the way that we simplify these is we subtract the exponents and we leave the difference in either the numerator or the denominator depending on where our balance lies. So in other words, it would, in this case be 8 minus 4. We subtract these two exponents. And of course, the denominator has the higher value of the exponent. So we would leave the non-single 1 value in the bottom. And so it's going to end up looking like this. Okay, so you'll have 1 over 3 to the 4th power. Essentially dividing these numbers, and that's done simply by subtracting the exponents. So we have now not only written the expression without negative exponents, but we've simplified it here with this 1 over 3 to the 4th power. So we can look for some similar values. In this case, we can see this value e. So we would select that as one of our equivalents. We can rule out f, and we can rule out d at this point, and obviously c as well. Okay, but let's take a look at a and b to be sure that none of these, or maybe one or both of them, might be equivalent. So another way to rewrite these would be to subtract from numerator to denominator. So in other words, it would be negative 8 minus negative 4. Okay, and so you know that this essentially ends up being negative 8 plus 4, and the balance would be negative 4. So we could write this without, without being a fraction, as 3 to the negative 4th power. Okay, so just to backtrack here a little bit, what we just did was rewrite this expression without being a fraction, and that's simply from subtracting the denominator's exponent from the numerator's exponent. Okay, so we end up with 3 to the negative 4th power, and there is an expression that looks like this. Obviously, it's b, and we rule out a. So the expressions equivalent to 3 to the negative 8th over 3 to the negative 4th are b and e.